Frost production.
What's up? What's up? What's up? Welcome back to another episode of the Black Barbershop. It's your boy Gotti. Got my nigga Ace Boogie in here. What's the deal, my nigga Ace?
It's your boy Ace Boogie, man. I'm here. I'm ready to go in.
Hey, my nigga look. Hey, bro, you real shit. You look fully energized, bro. You had a good weekend.
I did.
Huh?
Yeah, I threw a birthday party for my daughter. She's still wearing my ass out right now. So, but I got the. And you gotta have energy dealing with the little ones, you know.
No, I'm already knowing. But, you know, we got a special guest tonight. Before we get into our special guest, we want y'all to know what tonight is going to be about. It's a Black Fathers. As you know, we're going to have our segments, though. We're going to go through who needs a lineup, this or that. And then we also going to go into Don't F My Cut Up. But the purpose of this show is actually going to be interesting because I got a young gentleman, very talented. I met my boy back in probably like 2009, maybe 2010. He's been doing his thing when it comes to music, acting, anything that comes with modeling. My boy is out here doing it. But, yeah, man, I want to welcome my boy Don. What's the deal, my nigga Don West?
Good with it, bro. Good.
What's
Mr.
happening?
West. The real Mr. West. I'm talking to right now. What's good with it, man?
Right. My boy up in here, we going to have him introduce himself, you know, pretty much what his platform is, what he's doing. And then we going to get into some of these questions later because we got some hot questions that some of these ladies need to hear about being a black father and what we got going as well. But before we go into that, man, let them know your social media, what you got going, what's your movement, how's everything moving for you?
For sure. First and foremost, my name is Don West. That's DONWES. That's on Instagram. My platform that I created is called Black Single Dad. There's a website. It is also a YouTube platform right now. It's not just for myself. I am starting it, but if there's any black single fathers out there, holler at me. You know, we could work together, create some good content, and just, you know, build together as black men.
Nah, I appreciate that.
What would you constitute as a single father? Because I hear single mothers calling themselves single a lot, but then you have the fathers in the picture. Does that just mean like a mother or a father that's not in a relationship?
That's how I take it. You know, like at the end of the day, I'm not going to expect, you know, if you're not in a relationship, you're not in a relationship. You're single.
Yeah.
You know, so yeah, you know, the mother or dad could be involved and they could be, you know, putting in financially, you know, be a support system. But at the end of the day, you are single individuals.
Right.
You know, so not saying that you're doing everything by yourself, but I'm a black single dad.
Right.
That's all, you know, so, and when people ask me about it, I actually broke the name down. I'm black.
Right.
I'm single.
Right.
I'm a dad.
Right.
So it's three different things, you know? So it's not just saying, I'm a single dad. It's like, no, I'm black, I'm single, I'm dad. And I put all three together, and that's just where it came from.
Because I used to get mad when my baby mama would say that.
And she a single black mom?
Yeah, it's like, how the fuck is you saying that?
I don't know.
Like,
I wonder if women get mad at that terminology now that you say that. Because, I mean...
When I think about... I think I got a different interpretation because, you know, growing up, single was... Like, you really was by yourself. Like, motherfuckers wasn't getting no help or nothing.
Right.
Yeah.
So I think that's what I think about when I hear that word, like a single mother. I think about, you know what I'm saying, like I'm doing this by myself.
And that's true, though. I honestly believe that, but our generation transcended. Like,
Right.
we're different. You know,
We did.
Our understanding and our thought process, how things is now, is completely different. So we have to leave, like, the past definitions in the past. Right now, like...
True.
Like, when we talk about, like, fathers that's absent... It's totally different from how it is now. Like, it's either you're not going to be there or you are there. If you're there, you're not about to do, like, relationship type things, but you are going to take care of your kids.
Yeah.
But, quote, unquote, you're still, like, a single individual by yourself. And it's also how you are interacting with the, you know, your child's mom or your child's dad. You know, if y'all have a cordial relationship, y'all cool. She shouldn't or he shouldn't take it in a way where they're getting offended that you're saying I'm a single individual because you're not saying it where it's like I'm doing it by myself.
Yeah, that's interesting. We got brunch with besties, which might be Sharice. She said, I'm not a parent, but when I hear a single parent, I think it means that you're doing it alone. And that's true, though. That's the common definition that we have when we hear single. But
like you said, we gotta throw that shit out.
We gotta throw that shit out because I mean,
transcended that.
We transcended it, but I like the idea of single black dad. Just for the idea, like, it's black dads out here who's actually doing their shit, though. And, I mean, maybe that's a form of empowerment because I know most women who use that terminology see it as a form of empowerment, so I don't see why we can't use it as a form of empowerment as well.
Definitely. And it's no shade to – because I have two kids, two child moms, and they're amazing. You know, that regardless of how our relationship is, as far as us co-parenting, it been times like my oldest is 6, my youngest is 2.
Shout out to your baby mamas.
Child moms. You know, I really don't use that term and stuff like that.
Shout out to the mother of your children.
Yeah, and we throw parties together.
Right.
You know, like we done things together as a family. You know, like regardless of our relationship. So me coming in, like I'm creating my own tradition. You know, I'm not going off of what stereotypes is. I'm not going off of how other people perceive things. But if you've seen all my videos from when my son was 1-2 years old, up until his recent birthday, we all come together and we throw functions together with no animosity. You know, at the end of the day, we're grown. It's bygone be bygones, bro. It is hard. You know, I'm not about to make it seem like.
But you know what? You know what? What I do want to say though, I've been knowing you for a minute, and it seems like you do find women who understands your lifestyle. If that makes sense. So
it does, bro. And it's crazy you said that, bro, and I appreciate it. That was my immature downfall, bro.
Okay.
You feel me? Like, because I leaned on that. You get me? I leaned on the fact that I was showing progress, but that's the reason why me and my ex-fiance is not together.
Yeah.
And which I was telling you, you know, it's like I was doing so much, but I wasn't taking care of my responsibilities within the relationship. You know, I didn't see that she was like hurting because I was so focused on myself, me getting it, me having to do this, me having to do that. Right. And I didn't nurture the relationship.
Hey, I wish I was you back in the days, but I'm going to say this. I'm glad you on this show because me and Ace have never got a perspective from a guy like you because we chose to actually, I guess, choose the family route and be the good guy because we are, like, technically we naturally good guys. You feel me? I've never been in no type of commitment or situation and told a woman, this is what it's going to be, but, you know, you this. But I always been more so like, this is who I am, and I'm going to stay this person. And I don't know if I'm only speaking for Ace, but I'm speaking for myself.
Like, what do you mean?
Because I know him, and I know that him going into any relationship, they most likely know that he was going to be promiscuous with other women. Most women knew that about him.
That's what it is?
Yeah. Like, his situation has always been that. I've never wanted to hurt any woman intentionally. I feel like you gave women an ultimatum before they got with you. I've never done that before.
Yeah. And me personally, bro, and I even said it, like, I don't cheat.
Right.
Like physically, like I could separate emotions. You know what I mean? But me being an actor, me being a model, like I did like flirt, but it wasn't me flirting. Was me progressing.
I got
me
you.
doing that side smile, but I didn't have no code on my phone. So you go through my phone, you're gonna see some stuff. I have folded. Right. Within our relationship where other things
you
came
a cold
up.
nigga, bro. I'm sorry. You my nigga though, but
you for real, bro. Like
that's some real shit though.
Bro, I had to keep it 100 with myself, bro, because when my fiance had left earlier this year, I thought I had it together. Then I went through my little depression mode where I had to be real with myself, and I put myself in her shoes.
Growth.
And it was just like, damn, I would not be able to deal with what she dealt with for those 5 years. And for her to actually, like, I'm out. I was like, damn, I had to look at myself in the mirror. Because, like you said, bro, you look at my shit on, you look at my stuff on
you good,
social media.
We curse on here like a motherfucker.
Yeah, we in a barbershop.
All that.
For sure. If you look at my stuff on social media, Facebook, you see me doing my shit. You see me doing it. You feel me? So you wouldn't know what's going on in the back end.
Right.
You wouldn't know how many times she was actually the person to take me to the photo shoots and have to stay 6-7 hours. Then I get in the car and still argue or say some stuff and not holding my end, or me leaving my oldest son with her so I could go to a function because I had to show face. Then for her to see me take a picture with girls and doing like the side flirt and stuff like that, it was like, damn, like. You put up with that.
Hey, man, I appreciate you sharing this because this is the type of shit that I wanted to do back in the days, bro, but I just didn't know how to do it because, like you said, that realization that you had after everything has occurred, my realization was happening before I did it. You feel me? Like, I knew that I did not want to hurt that person because I was, I want to put equal energy in. I never wanted to be like, you stay, like, I could have done that, obviously. I'm like, we handsome niggas know, not to say it like that, but we could have had any bitches in our life, but I didn't want to be that person. I wanted to make sure that I respected the woman. I showed her what a man is, but I did want to live your lifestyle at one point. I ain't even gonna lie to you. I'm just being 100. What about you, Ace? I had fun though, but
hey, man,
I was a single man.
I always been a little. I'm kind of low key.
I got you.
So I kind of fly under the radar when it comes to stuff like that. I know how to pop out and have fun when it's time, but you know what I'm saying. For the most part, I always been the type of nigga. You know what I'm saying. Like I'm kind of like you.
Right.
Like I wanna be the one that show like
progress.
What a man is supposed to be. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't know if that. And sometimes I be thinking like, damn, am I so focused on trying to show what a man is supposed to look like, because I really don't know what a man is supposed to look like. You know what I'm saying? I just think I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing, because I ain't never had the example of.
I was just finna say
what,
that.
like a consistent example of what that really look like. You know what I'm saying?
So with that being mentioned, just so you know, me and Ace, we didn't grow up with our dad. Did you grow up with your dad?
Yeah, my mom and dad still together.
That's deep.
Yeah.
We had this conversation before. Remember, we said if we was raised with our dad, we probably would have been monsters.
Probably, but then at the end, that's like, I don't know, bro. So
Right.
I don't know what type of nigga he is.
People say that all the time, and this is why I have to say, you know, there's no shade to my parents. My parents is great.
Right.
You know, my father is great. My mom, my mother, like my dad. My mom was 27. My dad was 19. My mom had 3 kids already, and they got married. And then they had me. So my dad took on 3 extra kids that wasn't his at the age of 19, turning 20.
Hey, your dad is a cold player.
You feel me? Like he
pulled that off,
and they still married. You know, but the fact that he had to do that, he had to work so much. So yeah, I had my dad, but I didn't have my dad.
I got you.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Like he wasn't there. So my older sister, well, my second older sister, like we like 3 years apart. She technically raised me in a sense. You know, my dad did provide the structure. He did show me, like when I was around him, like we lived together. So I only seen him like we got out of school at 3 o'clock. He get off work at 6 or 7. He's a bodybuilder too. So when he gets home, he go to sleep by 9. Wake up at 4. From 4, goes to the gym, goes straight to work, get back home at that. So that's how it was till today, you know. So what I got from him was work, no BS. He kind of taught me not to have really emotions, and so I kind of grew up without having like real sympathy or sympathy. You know, like it was hard for me to really connect with people. Besides, like, why are you making excuses? Get this shit done.
That's deep.
You get me? So it was like we would say, damn, you never know how it is to have their father. I love my pops. Like he's an amazing man. Do I wish he was around more? I could say yes, but I wouldn't know how our structure would be in the household. I wouldn't know.
You know what's crazy? I seen too much suffering with the women that I was around, and I didn't want to be a problem for the next woman that I chose. That's why I used to do good by women, and still do good by women to this day. Because if I had a man in my life, I personally feel like I would have took advantage of him being in my life and realizing that if he got away with shit in my eyes and I seen it, I might have got away with a lot of shit too.
Exactly.
So that's why
perpetrated that same shit.
So
on
that's why I
end.
have a lot of sympathy for women, because I done seen the struggles. I done seen niggas dog, you know, my cousins. I done seen niggas come out the blue and say some shit that's disrespectful and not think about it because they just worried about themselves. So I tried not to be that type of person, and I'm still trying my best to install that into myself and keep it there, because it's hard, you know?
Yeah, it is, bro.
Because being selfish as a man, it's a lot of reasons why we should be selfish, and we're going to talk about that later, because nobody want to hear that, though. People want to keep talking about contributing and being the man of the house, and I understand all that, but at the same time, they don't know what we go through.
Bro, it takes 2. And so women or people could have their opinions as far as how relationship should go, how men should be, but it literally takes 2. And we're getting to that generational phase right now where we don't have to continue to accept what our past generation says how we should be reacting.
Right.
No, that's true.
You know, and right now, like me and my ex-fiance, we're not together. We don't even, like, you know, people like, oh, you never mess around with your baby mama.
Yeah.
No, her thing is like, and which I have to respect. She said we wasn't even friends first. We just started talking. We have a child together, so regardless, we're gonna have to talk.
Right.
That's build a friendship, and that put it in my head. It was like, damn, you're right. So what if I actually built a friendship with a person that I actually want to be with? Then I can start knowing how to actually be with them. We're so used to talk to a person based off of our lust and our wants. We just start messing with them because we really don't actually are interested in to know who they are.
And that's funny that you say that, because I said the problem is it's not too many people, it's not too many couples, it's not too many mothers and fathers that's sitting down and actually trying to figure out what's really gonna work for them instead of going off of what people think shit is supposed to be.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, the man is supposed to be the man of the house, so you supposed to be taking care of everything.
Yeah.
Right? But it's like, what if my wages don't say that? You know what I'm saying?
And so it's compromise.
So it's
man.
like you gonna put that much pressure still on this dude to go out there and contribute, and then
a lot of pressure.
Yeah, a lot of things can come from that.
And if you've never seen another man contribute that type of, you know, hard work, how you not do that shit?
Right, but they, you know, they say they do, but I just, you know, I'm just trying to figure out what it really is, though. You know what I'm saying?
It's a lot of things right now that's going on in this world where we're getting like manipulated. It's so much information, false information is getting out there that's raising people, and so like people don't know where to turn. Social media and internet information is so accessible. It's like people is really learning from website URLs. They're not learning from human interactions,
Right.
especially relationship wise. So if you're a female and you seeing on Instagram that they're having couple goals and this is what they're doing, you're trying to base
I be
your
hating that
relationship.
shit.
You're trying to base your relationship off of what you seeing on there, but you don't know the back end of how things really went down. Because that was just a click of a shutter right there.
Right.
So, like I said, I don't take no blame for how our generation is. Only thing I can honestly do is worry about how I could improve myself. And
now that's all we can do. Because at the end of the
Period.
day, if you don't improve yourself, shit, you're gonna be stuck in a circle going round and round. But we gonna talk more about that. Let's get into who needs a lineup because I do want to talk about some of these things.
okay,
All right. So when it comes to who needs a lineup, we got Gunna giving Young Thug $100,000 cash. It was set up like it was a cake, but it was actual money.
Right.
He came out the kitchen. My boy did shush the crowd like he was trying to surprise him, which he gave Young Thug. So I mean, I brought this up as a topic because I think if these niggas is gay, they just need to come out now. I think they need to line up because I'm getting tired of the type of shit they put out. The energy they put out is real confusing.
What's wrong with that?
It's something wrong with it because it's like I don't want my kids wearing black nail polish. You saying you straight, but you really might be.
But I thought he stopped doing that.
Nah, he said he stopped doing that, but he do a lot of other gay shit. Like he calling niggas saying I love him, bro. It's a lot of shit that he do. He telling niggas you cute and shit. All types of shit on social media. Young Thug's been doing, bro. And I don't know. It's just it takes away from the It's a lot of confusion, bro. It's confusion.
bro. Growing up, hip hop.
I can't speak on Thug.
Yeah, growing up, bro. Hip hop.
You like his music? That's probably why.
Hip hop was gangster, right?
Right.
Nah, I do like Thug.
Our idea of gangster is this tough, raw, just this masculine persona, correct?
Right.
What our generation is doing, I'm gonna keep speaking on that because we have to transcend as a generation.
Our generation,
we
bro.
have to build our own tradition.
Facts.
I'm not vouching and saying what they're doing is right or wrong, but I have my best friends I grow with, my
Right.
niggas. I tell them I love them. I don't know if I'm about to get in this car and about to get in a car accident.
Yeah, I don't see nothing wrong with that.
But the real problem is I don't have anything wrong or I don't have any problems with gay people. It's the idea of sticking to one thing and actually being that. Like I just feel like Young Thug is putting out this whole image of you can be a thug, but you can still do gay shit. And I just don't think that.
And so quote unquote. Like
was gay shit?
Yeah, so because I'm not defending that, I'm not going to hit my partner and be like, "Oh, you cute." Like, nah, like,
Right,
I wouldn't
right.
even at all.
Right.
But I can't take away if that's how he plays around or that's how he just is. For sure, it's cool. Like, do what you because it's wordplay, bro.
It's hard for me though to accept it. That's all.
Is,
like
bro.
the lip piercings to the way he wears hair in a ponytail
Bro, I really can't
to
speak
wearing
on-
dresses.
Hey,
and,
bro, I'm gonna keep it G. So I'm from Paramount. You feel me?
Right.
Went to grew up. I'm from a clique called Hollywood. I was like
Right.
a pretty boy clique. With girls as well too. Carson, Gardena,
Right,
Norbine,
right.
all those areas. You feel me? We have the push us. They started in the '80s, like Paramount. We had the skinny jeans.
Right.
We had the piercing. You see, I had the eyebrow, lip
Yeah,
pierce,
yeah.
all that. You feel me? And my first year of college, I went to the Virgin Islands, bro.
Right.
I'm not knowing shit about the Virgin Islands. I don't know nothing about the Caribbeans.
Right.
In my suitcase, all I packed was skinny jeans, my piercing stuff, small ass shirts like this. I hop off the plane. I see nothing but baggy ass clothes, Timberland boots,
Right.
nigga with dreads like this. Everybody eyeing me. They eyeing a black nigga tatted as fuck with some purple skinny jeans on with some Vans, thinking I'm solid because in LA we A1 with the skinny jeans. You feel
Right,
me?
right.
Piercings up like this. Automatically, what you gonna think?
Yeah, that you might be homosexual.
Right? But
Yeah,
in our side, what do we know?
it's jerking. That's a jerk area.
And so we don't really know Young Thug's side. You get me?
Nah,
Only thing we
you know
doing is
what?
taking a perception of seeing because we're not used to it. And so that helped me kind of starting to understand how other like you said, bro, it is uncomfortable. I don't want my kids seeing that.
Right.
You know, like, but at the end of the day, it's like,
But you know what? I'm gonna give you a pass on that because you just made me you made me a believer of not really understanding what he's really. I don't know, bro.
yeah. I mean,
I
bro,
don't
yeah.
know.
That's why. I
But
threw
I'm
my
only
hands up. You feel
saying.
me? It's like,
But I'm only saying the action. So he gave another grown man $100,000 on a cake plate.
Right.
I just think that's a little sus.
bro, that
I can see myself doing that
Yeah, bro.
if somebody made my career and they done made me millions.
bro, 100,000.
I can see myself
100,000,
doing that,
bro.
bro.
That's
Well,
nothing to them.
Well, I'm gonna give.
They do that at the strip club. That
I'm
same night.
gonna give Gunna a lineup because I ain't never seen Gunna. And this is the reason why I'm saying this. I'm gonna give Gunna a lineup because I ain't never seen Gunna with a woman. I seen Young Thug with a woman, but I ain't never seen Gunna with a woman.
Well, I was on the Shade Room, and some girl had said some shit about Gunna, like an ex or something like that. And so I haven't seen him with a woman. I actually didn't know who the hell Gunna was until I was on the Shade Room. I learned about new artists through the Shade Room.
I was just telling him that it's a Shade Room and it's a Shade Room team.
Yeah,
and the Shade Room team got a whole bunch of motherfuckers I don't know
at all. I'm like, but yeah, so doing shit like that, like the industry, bro, is a very crazy ass music. Like industry, bro,
it's
that
an
shit
interesting ass place.
Bro, wow. So your theory might not be incorrect, but then again, like,
but I think now we just live in an age where it's just like, you
don't know.
You don't know.
It's just like you said, I don't want my kids seeing that, right?
Yeah.
But I think we pick and choose on what we want our kids to see. You get what I'm saying?
That's deep.
Well,
you pick and choose. Like we was just having that talk about the Meg Thee Stallion and the Cardi B song.
Yeah.
And there's some people who don't have a problem with that, and there's some people that be like, oh well, the kids is gonna hear it anyway.
Right.
And then I was thinking about it, and I'm like, damn, well, you know what I'm saying? Then why the fuck am I going around here? Like, I feel like I live my life trying to be best nigga of the year award all the time, and there's no award for that, bro. Why do I walk around here trying to be goody two shoes?
Bro,
if that's the case, nobody should set example for nothing. You might as well smoke weed in front of kids and everything,
bro.
But they already gonna see it.
It is a reward for it, bro. We don't need plaques. We don't need physical objects to be awarded. The award is.
But you get what I'm saying, though, right? Like it's like the people like us, I feel like it kind of get looked over a little bit.
Maybe I have little particular shit that I want to be dignified. I mean, not dignified, but
like I just had my daughter party this weekend. I told the DJ, no cussing, whatsoever.
Right.
But I didn't been to little kids' birthday parties and they don't have ain't shit censored.
Yeah, bro. Period.
Yeah, but
you get what I'm saying?
Okay, so let me explain something. I just personally feel like some shit can't slide. Like that, if you go to a kid's party and you hear a whole bunch of cussing,
I'm leaving.
Out.
Yeah, but that's not cool. So my thing is, I'm only saying for the idea, and I'm only saying this, and I swear I'm not trying to go against LGBTQ, none of that, because I know people probably say I'm always doing the same shit. I'm particular. I do not want my kids to be confused on shit. You either gonna be this or that. And I just don't like that whole idea of, like, right now, we have, and I'm only saying this because I personally know people that are bisexual. We have people who are wanting to be gay, but forcing themselves to like another sex so that they can be normal. That's not cool.
It's not.
Be yourself.
Yeah,
be who you are.
Period.
But the society haven't all the way taught them that it's cool to be themselves.
And bro,
so that's why they.
And that's why I keep.
It's like inner turmoil and this conflict.
That's why I'm trying to keep emphasizing, like, we have to transcend our generation. We have to stop being so biased and stop making everything such an issue. Like, I live within my own zone, bro.
But you see how y'all both said that, not making everything an issue. I feel like I'm hearing that from both of y'all, and I'm not trying to like get on y'all niggas' head, right? But this is what I'm trying to. This is where I'm going with this. You have a distinct way or what you agree on, right?
Correct.
You're gonna alter your mindset if it changes because you have to adjust it to whatever the situation might be. Like, God forbid one of our children do go down that route. And I'm not trying to say this is a bad thing. Let me stop saying that like it's bad. But if your child chooses a different lifestyle, right?
But this is my thing. Is it bad?
And you
in
already,
your eyes?
but I'm only saying this. It depends. I'm not.
And that's cool.
No, but I'm not going there towards the gay stuff. I'm not going there towards that. I'm saying if your kid chooses the gangbang, and you know that gangbang can lose their life. This is just what I'm saying. This is what I mean by you having a set mindset on something, though. Because I don't want to use being gay or being bisexual as something that people keep saying. I keep saying the same shit. So I'm going to use gangbanging, or I'm going to say a fucking scammer. You just know your kid is going down a certain route. Then you know that they're around those certain people. When it come down to that and you disagree with that, are you going to alternate your mind? No. But I'm saying, no, you're not. So that's how I feel about certain shit, and people don't like me about it. That's what they don't like about
bro,
me.
that's your personal opinion, and I honestly don't care what anybody has to say if I feel a certain way about it. But I'm also going to make sure I make a mature decision. I'm not going to have, like, my belief process, how I operate now.
I like the way you stated that. Mature decision. I like that.
Because it can't be off of me being afraid of situations.
Right.
So I remember a person asked me before, like, what if you're like, I'm personally, like, I don't have nothing against, like, the gay community. My older sister, she's gay. I love her to death.
Right.
Like, she been gay my damn my whole life. So to me, it was like normal for me to be around her and her girlfriend and stuff like that. I personally wouldn't want my son to be gay. Right. But I'm my own body.
Right.
You know, so I'm shit. What I want is cool. I can't force you, but I'm not going to love you less.
Right.
What I'm going to do is focus on the things I can help you with, which is your schooling, finances, whatever you do as far as your personal basis. It might not be what I what I wanted for you, but it's like as long as you're happy, as long as you take care of yourself, as long as I gave you the proper tools to function in his life, then I feel like I did my job as a parent.
But I just want shit to not be flip flop. Maybe that's what I'm trying to get to.
No, I get that.
Because I don't want nobody to think that I'm trying to say, oh yeah, I don't like this type of community. It's just like choose a side.
I think you saying what you don't like about the situation is you have somebody like Young Thug who is obviously not gay, but portraying to be gay.
Right, right.
So it's like you putting out this image
he trolling.
to the people that
he
follow
stay
you,
trolling.
but then in your regular life, you're
trolling.
And you have to think about it, bro. He has a platform where like bad publicity is good publicity. And so if people continue to look at these things because of what he's doing and it's making him money, why stop? Ask yourself that. If you're rich, right? If I'm sitting over here sitting on millions,
right,
and this thing that I don't give a fuck about, but y'all do, and so y'all about to keep blogging about it, keep looking it up, and I'm looking at my account's going up.
Right.
It's like I know what I am. So
right.
But if y'all want to keep believing it, let me keep on doing it. Hey, go to Mac. I need that lipstick right there. You feel me? Like marketing team, figure out something.
And that's probably what it is. I just don't like that trolling shit, bro.
Yeah, I mean, it's a lot of things in this world we don't like, and when I try to put my head around it, it's like, fuck, what can I control? Absolutely nothing. And so what I can control is how I take things in and what my kids see. And so when y'all was talking about as far as like your kids with like cuss music or what's on TV, like that WAP song, trust and believe, bro, my kids ain't watching or hearing none of that until they're of age where they make the decision.
Right.
It don't take nothing from me to censor my kids or what they see and what they watch. I can't say what they do with their moms.
Right.
But
and that's what I was just about to say.
Before with me, my kids know. Like YouTube, okay, what video you want to watch?
Right.
I'm about to watch the whole video first. Then I can watch to make sure I want. Like, I take that time out for it, bro.
Yeah, and that's kind of how I be feeling too. It's like, look, because it's like with me, like I don't even play. Like I don't play that type of music when I have my daughter in my car.
Right.
My daughter only 2.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? So it's like
I'm working on that.
If I'm gonna show you,
work in progress, bro.
if I'm gonna show you enough respect to not do that type of shit, if I'm gonna show you enough respect not to be when I'm talking on the phone to my friends or whatever, and you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If I'm gonna show you enough respect not to fire up no blunts in your face, then everybody need the same respect.
Right.
You get what I'm saying?
No, that's
so
true.
if I'm setting that example, then everybody need to follow that example.
And I want y'all to know I'm learning from y'all right now because I never take none of that into account. Like I just said I would leave a party if I heard all the cussing, but when I get in the car and I want to hear something, I don't be thinking about what they listening to because they be talking to each other. And that's me, though. Yeah. I'm learning that I'm not conscious of certain stuff that I'm doing. Like, he just said he don't say cuz and all that. I don't say all that, but I say nigga a lot when I'm on the phone with the bros. And I got to start working on, because I know my son is listening, too. Yeah. Like, he slipped up the other day and said the words, so I know this.
And then, like I said,
I know this nigga know what I'm saying
they
now.
At a certain point where it's like they watching you with their mouth open, like, yep. And I'm studying them like a book.
And I'm being realistic because I'm not perfect, you feel me? I don't want nobody to think that I'm out here saying, nah, bro, I work at a university and I'm still adjusting to my life, you feel me? But I'm only to say that because most people don't really take in account that they don't take accountability for the stuff they're doing. They just want to say, my kids should know better. But everything that you do, they're watching, right? But before we go into the next topic, I just want to know, y'all gonna give Gunna and Thug a lineup or not? I'm not giving Thug a lineup. I'm gonna give Thug a lineup, but I ain't giving Gunna a lineup.
No lineup.
I'm not giving either one of them a lineup.
This is consistent behavior.
All right, no lineup, consistent behavior. So I got another question, and this is a controversial question because I want to know if she deserves a lineup. Everybody counts out Kim K because she's not black. They think that she's doing too much for the black community to be taken in to be black. I don't know what that means, but they think she's putting out the image that she's black, but don't want to technically be black when it comes down to it, right? So she's protesting and putting on a new campaign for C Murder, which is Corey Miller, which is Master's P brothers. She's trying to get him out of jail. As you know, Master P recently just aired his No Limit Chronicles on BET, showing his lifestyle and how he became a billionaire. Right? They showed the actual video and I guess it was a dramatization video showing what actually occurred the night that C Murder was actually arrested, and also the night he was supposed to be arrested for, he got arrested the next day. The security guard also was doing a statement and said he was actually I guess they took his statement the wrong way and they turned it against C Murder. That's how he got into the jail system. They're not trying to give him another trial because in Louisiana they actually don't have the same law as every other state. Which
he already lost his appeal, right?
Yeah, he lost his appeal, which means that unanimous decision is what we actually go by in California and every other state, which means 12 jurors. If you have 12 jurors vote, that's your verdict. If it's one juror that does not vote in everybody's favor, then it becomes a mistrial in every other state, right? Wow. But in Louisiana, you can actually have 6-6 vote, and you can still go to jail. I mean, 6-7. What's the? I'm tripping. 12 jurors. Yeah, 12 jurors. Yeah. So that'd be what, 8-5? Yeah, 8-5.
8-4.
8-4. I'm not good with math, man. I'm sorry.
Yes, you are.
Yeah, but when it comes down to 8-4, right? That situation is crazy. That you can actually have 8 jurors. Because it's 8 jurors and it's only 4 people who voted for you to be innocent, you go to jail.
Yeah, that's...
So he's going through that situation right now, and they're actually trying to give him another appeal. But how do y'all feel about Kim K putting this into play and speaking this into existence?
And so I didn't think about this, what I'm about to ask y'all, until this moment right now.
Right.
What do Kim Kardashian gain from having the black support?
Honestly, I couldn't tell you, bro.
Right? She's rich, correct?
Right.
She's going to be rich regardless, correct? And she didn't do anything for the black community, which a lot of people are not doing.
Right.
A lot of celebrities, a lot of figures are not doing nothing.
You're speaking facts.
So for her, she don't gain anything by what she's gaining right now, or what she's getting is what she's doing this for. She's trying to be black. You're getting more negative feedback by trying to help a person being positive while nobody's doing nothing, rather than just people just saying, fuck it, we'll support it. So I don't have no real...
And I think them people need to shut the fuck up. Yeah, if Kim K has shown anything in her whole career, she has shown that, whether you want to call her black or not, her whole career, ever since, even before people even knew about Kim K has shown one consistent thing, and that's that she fuck with black people. Right. So I don't know why people was on her head.
And her dad. Just to put it out there, her dad.
You get what I'm saying? So...
And so
all the riches is off. I ain't.
They're Armenian, and from my personal experience, I have a lot of good Armenian friends. And I know, you can hear different stories about different culture and race. Right. That's what every culture and race. But you still have your small pack of people that you fucks with.
Right.
And so I haven't had no issues. Like the ones that brought me around, they accepted me. You feel me? Like, and I seen the culture how it was, and we have similar culture. Like we all had a genocide phase. We all went through that slavery phase. So we just with them is like they kind of more tight niche.
Armenians is black too, bro.
Yeah, but Ye was trying
black.
But Ye was trying to tell us something though.
What?
With that interview you posted, Ye was trying to tell us something though.
What was he saying? Which one?
He was saying that we have so much hostility against the white race, and at the same time we still putting money into the community, and we just fucked up mentally, like in general.
We don't got hostility towards them.
We keep saying that.
We don't
as
got
far
it.
As like you putting money into them, but honestly, it's like so what. So if we don't pay our light bill, what light company are we gonna go through?
Right.
If we don't pay our cable bill, what cable company we gonna go through?
Right.
So it's like right now we're at odds. Like like what do you want to do? Take a strike? Like we're all suffering then. So it's not like we're just saying, oh, throw our hands up. Let's just do this. This is what we're accustomed to right now. This is what we're used to. So if everybody's so worried about putting money into the white person's hands, let's start making different businesses besides just black shops, besides black owned coffee shops. Like let's figure out a black painting company. Let's franchise those companies.
Yeah.
Let's franchise the companies that make light switches. Because
Right.
every place needs light switches.
Right.
That's the smallest thing in the world. But shit, every fucking place that's getting built needs light switches. So let's start buying light switches from a black owned company.
Right.
But what we worrying about right now? We're worrying about lipstick, hair,
designer,
hair
designer, everything,
stuff like that. We're not worrying about the essential things that we actually need. And
Ye
the white
said
people.
Ye said it.
So like that's we have to start from somewhere.
So Kim K, no lineup. No lineup for Kim.
Hell no, for what? Trying to free C Murder?
Free C Murder. All right, what about this?
Y'all better sit down.
We was talking.
I'm in this interview.
All right, so let's do this. We was talking about this 2 weeks ago. WNBA.
Yeah.
All right,
like
so we was talking about WNBA not being given the right, what's it called, respect.
Yeah.
As the NBA.
Right.
But recently their viewers has been increased because of a particular woman by the name of Tia Cooper who actually went viral with a camera angle that was stupid sick, but she actually boosted the rates for the WNBA. I've just seen that it probably went up about 10%, but I'm trying to understand this because
you got regular niggas trying to see who she is because they know she don't make a lot.
And so, hey, look.
So they trying to slide in like, yeah.
I'm not trying to sound like that because it took me a while, bro, to grow up.
Right.
To be mature. You feel me?
Right.
My younger days, because I'm about to be 30 this year. You know, my younger days, I would have been like, hell yeah, you saw that shit. Man, she made that purple. You feel me? Like, but be on a respectful tip. That's the reason why women always would say that they don't get respect.
That's where I'm going with this.
We're talking about this respect just because her shorts was tight, her ass was like that.
That's where I'm going with this.
No lie. Hey, if you hearing this woman, girl, yeah, that shit.
That's where I'm going
with
this.
So what are we saying right now?
No, so that's where I'm going with this. So my question to y'all is, because I'm really not giving Tia Cooper a lineup. This is really for black men.
Yeah.
With this being said, are we going to give the black community a lineup for promoting something that's technically negative but is positive?
What's negative?
Yeah. You said what's negative? I think it's the what do you call what men do to women
sexist?
That they always say?
We over sexualize women.
Over sexualize black women.
No,
bro.
Okay,
bro. For sure it is, bro. Like we're talking about it because
that's just like girls. That's just like girls that watch the NFL because niggas is walking around with tight pants on.
No.
Yes, you get that all the time.
No, I've never heard that.
I never heard nobody.
You
say,
never heard that
I've
before.
never heard that before.
I never heard no girls say,
I'm watching the NFL because this nigga got on tights. I ain't never heard that.
I haven't heard it. I mean, I haven't heard it in enough. Like, I do see girls that like jocks.
Yeah.
But I haven't heard it enough where it's a consistent thing. Like, we about to watch this for this. Everything you hear about the WNBA is
it's rare. It's rare that you hear a girl say, "Damn, look at that nigga legs."
Yeah,
you gonna hear a nigga say, "Damn, look at that ass," or "Look at them legs, look at them thighs." You're not gonna hear.
I'm not going for this.
We all been to high school, right? Why did we go to volleyball games? Why?
I didn't go to volleyball
games.
Oh, my bad. I just said too much. I went to volleyball games.
I mean, softball. I mean, it was.
We didn't have no gym. I went to Dorsey. We had no gym. So.
It was women playing sports.
Right.
So. Already, that's not gonna be as exciting as men shit. Let's just tell the truth.
All right. Well, let's take it back then.
I know where you going with this, but
we saw the track and field team, the girls on the track squad.
Yeah, I mean, we went to the track meet. That was normal. But I know what you mean.
Yeah.
But that's what I'm saying. It's women playing sports, so they all got bodies. So girls that play basketball, they got bodies. Girls that run track got bodies.
But I'm only
softball
saying,
girls got bodies.
But you making the point here. We're trying to say is, do the black community, because honestly, even women are reposting it. Do we over sexualize black women? That's where I'm going with this.
No,
I think we do.
No,
I think we do. I'm gonna give the black community a lineup because they actually made her into this iconic like black woman that's got ass and can play. Like she got ass and she can play basketball.
Let me tell you.
Before she could play basketball, everybody's saying she had ass. So I'm just saying
we can't win with women in this country, homie.
You said we can't?
Yeah.
I get you.
Look, ain't nobody watching y'all shit and ain't going to y'all games. Y'all complaining about the pay. Then y'all get a boost in the ratings because a girl is playing basketball and got ass. People want to see who she is, and then we over sexualize her.
Bro, that's correct bro.
Right.
But the initial reason why they watching is because ain't nobody about to be like,
I'm trying to see who she is. That's I didn't go watch the shit. I seen the video.
I still ain't seen no game.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not watching. Yeah.
I saw the videos on the World Star. I was like, shit. It was in slow mo. They did it in slow mo.
Yeah, it was slow motion.
And you gotta think, bro. Like the WNBA is just not exciting, bro. They don't have like. I used to watch the WNBA when I was younger.
I did too. I used to watch Cynthia Cooper, Cheryl Swoops.
Yeah, Cheryl Swoops, Tina Thompson.
The comments was hard.
Lisa Leslie, they had squad. Like, you know what I'm saying?
You had Teresa Witherspoon, Liberty. I used to really watch the WNBA.
They had, you know what I'm saying? They had real hoopers. Like, I'm not saying these girls are not real hoopers, but I just feel like we don't know who these people are. Like, you know what I'm saying?
But you want to know what, too? I think it was because we didn't have shit to watch on TV. Now we got 1,000 channels and shit, and we know that the NBA is more popular than WNBA, so we don't loop into those channels. Because I know I would loop into a WNBA. Actually, I used to search for WNBA games. I don't know about y'all, but I used to hit the channel 64, 65, see if I could find some of these ESPN games. But now it's like I don't really care for them because – in my time, I mean, Cynthia Cooper was hard as fuck. I used to want to watch everything she did. And I thought that
That's the best ever to me.
Well, nah, to be honest with you, Teresa Witherspoon was hard because she had like a Magic Johnson type game, but that's why I liked her.
And then names. I don't know names.
It was
Leslie.
Yeah, it was. Lisa Leslie is like the most popular WNBA player because she the first woman to dunk, obviously. Yeah. But I personally feel like
weak.
Right, but I think this dude is on the WNBA tough.
That's scandalous.
But you
I think
know
her
what?
name was Tia Cooper. Tia Cooper, right?
Yeah, Tia Cooper was the girl that we just spoke about. Yeah,
Cooper.
But you know what? What we're gonna do right now is we're gonna go into, first of all, lineup, no lineup. We're giving black people the black community.
I'm not.
Okay,
I'm giving them a lineup.
I'm giving them a lineup. All right, so let's go into our topic of discussion for tonight. Black fathers. Let's go into it. So I know most people don't really care about the woman's side. I'm lying. They always want to hear the woman's side. They don't really care about our side. Let's be realistic. So let's kind of give them what they need to hear. When it comes down to black fathers, what is considered a deadbeat? Because to this day, I know a deadbeat in my eyes is a dude that leave and never come back. Or a dude that is somewhere present but nobody can get nothing out of him and he don't give two fucks about his child. That's what I see as a deadbeat.
Yeah. Right.
So definition-wise for the black man, because I never hear white men get this type of, they don't get this type of flame that we get. We get the heat when it comes to being a deadbeat.
Yeah.
I know there's many white men who work over hours. They act like they work and go fuck with their other females and come home and the house is well put together and nobody calls them a deadbeat. So what is the definition of a deadbeat? If y'all have one.
Well, this is my interpretation of a deadbeat. Is you could be present or not present.
Right.
You could be there and do not handle your roles as a father.
Right.
You could really just be there to provide the household, but you're not doing any type of fatherly duties. You're not talking to your kids. You're not building a relationship.
Right.
You know, you and your relationship with your significant other is not good. You know, you coming in grumpy, having an attitude. You know, like you're being more of a virus than actually being a father. Like that's a deadbeat dad. Like you going straight to the room, going to sleep, or just drinking. You feel me? That's a deadbeat dad.
That's a deadbeat dad.
Period.
Okay.
Then it's like you're not there as well either. You know, you have kids out here. You know, you have somebody that needs support. You know that your child's mother needs help. But you rather post on IG that you got bottles in your hands and stuff like that. You turn it up. But when they call you, they need you for stuff. You over here like, oh, I don't got the money. Oh, I don't got this. That's those are two different deadbeats, but that's a deadbeat. You know, I could say you either be present or not present. But
what about you, Ace? What's your definition of a deadbeat?
My own father is the definition that you said. It's just like never present.
Right.
Like, you know what I'm saying? I got sisters and brothers and all kind of shit on his side that he take care of and all of that. Like, you know what I'm saying? But never been present with me. So
I got you.
That'll probably be, that's what I consider a deadbeat to be, like somebody just, like you said, just not around. Or it could be like what he said, because it's like, what good are you if you coming home and you getting drunk and you going in the room? It's like, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
You're not giving the fatherly duties is not being done to your kid anyway. So it's like.
Man.
All right. So my definition of a deadbeat is somebody who's actually not present at all when it comes to their child, and also not being able to have any concern or care. You know, like, if you technically don't care about what your kid is doing or what they need to be eating, what they eating, what they need to be having in their lives, like, if you can't even add no value, that's really what I'm trying to say. If you're not adding no value to your child's life, I think that personally makes you a deadbeat.
Mm-hmm.
Because if your child feels what would value be?
Value be like, because
what would value be considered as?
You adding value could be totally different than what the mother of your child see as adding value to your kid. You get what I'm saying?
But then that comes with conversation as well, which we're going to get into as well, because we have some questions, which is, are there levels to being a bad dad? So let's identify what being a bad dad is.
To me, that's the same question. I feel like we answered that.
Well, I'm only saying that because if we're identifying what a deadbeat is, we need to identify what does a deadbeat technically, like, me personally, I would like to know what's a bad dad, because I don't know what a bad dad is. I hear the terminology bad dad all the time.
I could speak from experience as far as what a bad dad is.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
You might have to pull that up a little bit. Pull the microphone up a little bit on that side.
It's better now.
Well, it's too close to the microphone. That's all.
Oh, okay.
All right. So you can go ahead and identify what you think a bad dad is if that's cool.
So, and I'll just speak from personal experience for myself. So I don't think that I'm a bad person,
right?
But I had bad dad tendencies,
right?
Because my heart was in the right place, but it was times where, I wouldn't play with my son because this is when I was smoking, and I'll be too high to play with him,
right?
But I was there, I was present. In my head, it was like, well, at least I'm here. It should matter,
right?
Then it would be where I would choose to go out, choose to have fun, and leave him with my son's mom, rather than actually all of us do something together.
Right.
You get me? And so it was me psychologically thinking that I'm still there, but I wasn't doing anything to build that relationship with him.
Appreciate
you get me?
Sharing that.
And so that's why I really think and believe what a bad dad is. Like, no matter if you're there or not, it's actually your initiatives as far as raising your child, because they're a sponge at that age.
Right.
At that age, I shouldn't be worrying about going out. I shouldn't be worrying about not saying not live your life, but you have to have some type of balance, some type of structure, some type of routine where you put in effort in every aspect, like your personal goals, but also if you start in a family, you got to make sure you sacrifice, and that's what I lacked at that time. And I mean, I was young, but that's not an excuse. And so me knowing that, I know how to move better moving forward. So,
but it'd be sometime too. It's like everybody that have kids ain't necessarily ready to have kids. You get what I'm saying? And I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that because when you have a kid, right?
Right.
It's like, okay, I'm not ready to have a kid. I felt like I was one of them people. Like I didn't want to care about something as much as I care about my daughter now.
Yeah.
Because I felt like I was still, you know what I'm saying, I still had shit to accomplish. I still wanted to move freely in this life. So now that she comes, you make sacrifices. You get what I'm saying? But do everything stop. You know what I'm saying?
See, the thing that I have a problem with is it's kind of like what Donovan said earlier. I have a balance with my emotions and attachment to my kids because they leave. You feel me? I'm in a dual household situation with my kids. The all that I want to put in, I usually give it to them, but it's the idea that I'm so invested into them that it hurts me when they leave.
Mm-hmm.
So I had to find a balance, and I'm still going through it. You feel me? I'm still growing. It's some days that I'm not actually interacting with them more than I should. I'm being honest with you, and there's a lot of different things that I need to work on when it comes to making their stay a little bit more fun, but also, like a teachable moment to make sure that they're learning, because that's the biggest thing I want my kids to learn when they with me is too. But I'm still trying to find that distinction balance where it's like I'm still putting my all in, but I'm not too attached, because when they leave, bro, I'm hurt. When my kids leave me, I get hurt because I don't know the contribution on the other side. I don't know what they're receiving on the other end. Nothing bad, no bad blood against the mother of my kids on that side, but it's just the idea that it's like being the best, once you gone, I can't be the best because you're not here. It's nothing for me to do for you because I'm not the best. I have to sit in this dry spell moment until I see you again to be the best. And then when I see you again, I don't know what the fuck you might be into now. So it's like we lost a little connection during that time and moment. So it's hard for me to find that balance right now.
So in that case, with the dual households, do you feel like you should be making sure that they got what they need even when they with their mom as opposed to you?
Well, that's kind of the conversation we're going to have tonight, because with my personal situation, I don't have the best relationship with their mom.
Right.
And that comes on both ends. We both have our things that we need to work on. I'm not going to say it's all on her, it's all on me. There's things that we can't really come to an agreement on. So I'm not a confrontation type person. So
definitely.
And I don't like to stress, because you feel me? Every time I feel like I argue with somebody, I stress. I care too much. I'm a nigga that care too much. Right. I'm not a nigga that can argue and go home and go just sleep.
Right.
If I'm arguing with you, we turned up. When I get home, I'm like, I'm still turned up. Why the fuck this shit even happen? You feel me?
That was my problem too.
Yeah. So my thing is, I'm still trying to find a way to actually make that you
gotta master your chi, bro.
Yeah,
I've been working on that too.
I'm trying to be a connector in that way. But like I said, The only thing that bothers me is when they leave, I lose connection and they lose connectivity, and I don't know how to come back to it when I get them again. So I'm working on that, trying to get more time with them.
Of course, it's
but
progress.
yeah, that's just a question that I had in there.
And one thing I would say, bro, you more advanced than me as far as in that mindset.
Yeah.
Like I've been so focused on modeling, acting,
right,
doing music, like building my entrepreneurship. I didn't start, bro. I'll be honest. I'll say this for everybody. If my ex-fiance did not break up with me earlier this year, I don't think I would have this conversation with you. Right. Because I went through my depressed mode. I went through like, damn, I'm by myself. I got my kids. Like, I never really had that alone time with them.
Right.
And then I had to snap out of it. Like, I can't be this way.
Right.
Like no matter how much I love her, no matter how much I want to be, I still have my kids I need to take care of.
Right.
Yes, I was present. Yes, I did provide, but I was not giving them my all. So within the last like 5 or 6 months, I seen the difference within myself just as a father. Like, damn, it was this easy to make these sacrifices. Like, wait, I could have been reading with them like this from day one. Mm-hmm. We could have been going to the park like this. Like, we could have been shopping. We cooking together now. It's like, so I be hitting up all the time. Like, and like we still like rocky as far as our communication. But I hit her up and say, hey, if you never, because I never been slapped in the face before. Right. Like everybody that knows me, I always been in control of all my situations. So this was the first person that was just like, you're not in control.
Like
you feel me? And I'm like, damn, like, so hold up, so I was lost in the sauce. But I say, if it wasn't for her doing that, I don't think that I would be transitioning to be this person, this understanding, and this father that I am right now. So I always gonna give like glory to her. I'm a real person. Like I don't live for other people's satisfactions or their acceptance. Like, oh, you real nigga. No, I'm a man. Like I'm a man first. I'm my father first, man second, and I want to be a provider and significant other. Like at that stage.
Now that's 100. I appreciate you sharing that because most people don't really come to that realization in life until they actually see the bad shit happening. You get me? Like when your kid is already 17 years old and you just bailed them out of jail. Like that's when people are starting to get that snapping moment. So I mean, I appreciate you sharing that you had that accountability situation happen to you.
Yeah.
But I do got a question for you.
I feel like a lot of our problems happen because like I think a lot of our problems in the community start with just the fathers not being there, period.
Yeah.
No, that's true.
Male or female.
I wouldn't disagree with that.
Male or female.
I got a question for you, though, Ace.
Yes, Sirski.
So you asked me a question. You said pretty much with my relationship with the mom, like, do I try my best to engage or get situated on that side for them to have and all that, right? So the follow-up question that I have for you is, what do you think a man needs to be a good father? Like, what type of stuff should you be contributing to the other end? Like, if you have everything on your end,
time.
What should you be contributing on the other end?
You talking about to the mother's household?
The mother's household.
See, I don't know because that's what I struggle with because, like I said, well, me and my the mother of my child, haven't had the best relationship. So, at first, it was like, it's just like a constant war, and it's like a constant war, and it's a constant struggle because it's like, okay, well, if I have her damn near half the month, and she's with you half the month, but then when she comes to my house, she has all of this shit.
Right.
Then why do I still have to provide the shit for her over there?
I hear you on that.
You get what I'm saying? I was really thinking that, and it was like a constant struggle. Like, damn, it's like, it's just like, it started to seem like it was always about money.
Waste of money, too.
Yeah, so it's like, but I don't know. It's like,
the homie Heno said, make sure the kids eat and you give them time. That's it. That's all we really need to be.
So that's what I'm saying. When the kid is not with me, am I still obligated to make sure that she eat? And that's what I don't.
That's the question that I'm trying to figure out.
But that's the thing about me is like I don't want to get into a tit for tat or what's right and what's wrong. It's like that's my motherfucking daughter.
But it gets to that because women are tit for tat when it gets to that whole idea of
so
you
it's
having
like,
something and I don't have it.
So it almost forces you to play the game with them, right?
Yeah.
But it's like, I feel like, sometimes you got to snap out of that, and that's just, I feel like it's just me being mature too. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Okay, even though I do got all of that stuff over here, I got diapers, I got food, I got snacks, I buy all of that stuff too for her for when she come over here. It's like, look, if I can, here go a couple dollars.
Right.
For her.
What about you? What about you, Don? How you feel about that question being stated? What do you think needs to be contributed to the other end of the household?
So as far as how I am, and I mean everybody is different. Me and my first son's mom, we don't have the best relationship as far as like on a cordial basis. We can be, but we're both very alpha individuals. So we do get into it a lot as far as that. But as far as our parenting skills, if she hits me and be like, "Oh, little Don needs this," for sure. If I hit her and say, I mean, I'm not, at first there was times where, I was just banking off my entrepreneurship,
right.
So my money was coming in from gigs I was getting.
Right.
And it was like, oh, well, Lil Don needs this. Okay, cool. So we built a relationship off of, like, it's a give and take, but it never been on somewhere, she gave too much and I was giving too little. Now we at odds. It's like, we had that relationship where it's like, what you need? I'll hit her up.
Kid came first.
Yeah, y'all got some stuff over there?
Right.
Oh, cool, for sure. I mean, if she said, hey, I need some money to get to the club,
yeah.
I mean, she ain't gonna never say that, but then it's,
But then it comes to that, especially with our situation, because I ain't gonna say our situation is similar to his, because it sounds like you had more of the kid being the agenda, and you didn't have to worry about her taking nothing from you that wasn't gonna be contributed to your child.
Yeah, because she's if y'all ever meet her, she is very like straightforward with it. So I would, if I give her $100, literally the $100 is going towards my son.
But do you think that had a lot to do with your personality too? Like she knew what she was getting before she had a kid with you?
Yeah, I think because she saw how my family was structured,
right.
But she also was with me and she saw how I was just period as a person,
yeah.
And I think she was probably more on a question mark with me because I seen her like not even trying to put her business out there, but she had lost early on, so
right.
I knew for a fact that if she was to have a child, she's gonna love that child,
right?
And nothing else was gonna matter,
right?
So I was already comfortable with that,
yeah.
And so I was like, and she shows it till today,
right?
And regardless, if anything happens with my oldest son, like if I can't call off work and I'll try to, it's no question she'll get fired to go make sure my son is solid. You know what I'm saying? She's like, shit, I'll get another job. I could think I wanted that too, but I mean, I'm not in the predicament to kind of really do that. Like I have to be the provider. I have to have that money coming in, and so I will call off work. But when I say that, she would do it every single time, like no matter what.
Well, it sounds like on your end you did the scouting. It sounded like you did the scouting rather than her doing the scouting.
Yeah. Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, I like tall women. Ain't gonna lie. I like. When I was younger, I liked the hood girls. Me coming from Paramount, I like the hood, and she fit everything. She talked shit. She was funny.
Right.
She was clowning on niggas. I was like, ooh, who is that? Like, okay, so I hollered at her. The next thing you know, we was together for 4 years, and we mobbed. Like, she had my back. It was times where I was at CSUN and shit, and
right.
I ended up having to move out my dorm because she was with me too much. My roommate was tripping. We ended up getting an apartment. I had a party. And niggas started fighting. She started fading niggas with me. I'm like, right. Oh shit, like you all right? Like so it was. I seen the things like
right.
Like during our breakup phase, I was like, regardless of what it is, I know you're a fighter.
Right.
I know that you're not going to be on some deadbeat mom, and I know for sure I'm not a deadbeat dad. And so that's just what the praises to her. My second son's mom was like, shit, yeah. Regardless, like I told you, I got broken up with. You feel me? Like,
right.
She can hit me up right now and say, it don't matter who it's for, I got her back. Like,
right.
And I told her it's not her fault that we broken up. It's mine. You feel me? And so it's like we're not.
That's real though. That's real.
We're not at odds. It's like I'm not mad at her. Like at the end of the day, the fact that she's even willing to still talk to me is like shit. All right, well, hey, I ain't. I'm
So it sounds like that you burn your bridges.
Yeah.
But you know that you at the point where you got to do the best you can now, because them bridges is really what made you realize you need to change.
Period. So
that's deep. That's deep. What about you, Ace? When it come down to that same type of scenario, do you think you was scouted, or you think you scouted your baby mama? Because I feel like I've been scouted now that I'm listening to his story.
I'm definitely a scouter. You know what I'm saying?
I'm only saying that because
he like, man.
No, but I'm only saying that to say you made a great topic of discussion when you said taking more than you can give. I feel like I'm in that situation where I'm giving and they're just taking, and I'm not receiving anything back.
Right.
So that makes me feel like I was scouted because you knew that I was going to be a contributor in some way.
And that's true. They do know. I don't know what to say about that. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes just when you just get a woman and they bitter, and see, like I said, with my situation, I think the mother of my child, she knows that I'm a good father,
right?
That I'm gonna be the greatest man that my daughter could ever have in her life. So it's just the shit talking is just there, but it's, you know what I'm saying, I don't think it falls on deaf ears. You know what I'm saying? It's not really real.
All right, so
that don't reflect. It's like y'all gotta remember at one point in time, it's just everybody that's beefing. It's like at one point in time, you know, y'all had a lot of love for each other,
right.
and I feel like no matter what happened or it didn't work out, that love that y'all had for each other, and especially y'all bringing another child into this world, is supposed to over trump all the rest of the bullshit.
No, I agree with that too. I agree with that.
I agree, but it's a breaking point. And that's what I thought, you know. And I wouldn't even say naive because everybody have their own belief, but sometimes you could do some things where a person is really fed up, and the love is the love is like the foundation. And if a person is fed up, sometimes the foundation will break, and so then you just got to figure out how to kind of maneuver through that. You get me?
The homie said some deep shit. He said, "Can't be nice because as soon as you miss something, the court's coming." And they don't care about nothing nice you did as a co-parent.
Yeah.
And I personally feel like that shit is 100% true because
that's why I don't agree with. That's why I don't agree with going that route and getting the motherfuckers in your business. Because you know what I'm saying. It ain't a fair fight.
But it goes there. It goes there. See,
right.
Y'all situation is different from mine. We all have different situations. I personally feel like my situation was all off the odds of I had it. You know, like I had it, and nothing else mattered. It doesn't matter what circumstance, or I'm gonna get it. It doesn't matter what circumstance I'm in. You gonna make sure you do this,
right?
And I'm gonna make sure that they also make sure you do this,
right?
So my thing with that is, and this is to say this because we're going into another question: how do you communicate with a black mother who wants it her way? Because I feel like that's what I'm trying to learn, and I'm only asking y'all as black fathers: how do you communicate with a woman who wants it her way?
With me, it's more where it's like, okay, does this make sense? Because I've done it so much where I try to do it my way,
right?
That I have to learn that it does take two. And so, if what she's proposing makes sense, and I could get over my like controllingness and me having to try to always make it my way, and what she actually is doing, and I actually play everything out, it's like, okay, cool. You know, if you see that I'm willing to compromise later down the road, if I pitch an idea, we should both show each other that same respect. But you know, and we have
making me over here saying I wish I had your mindset, bro.
Bro, it took a minute, bro.
Because see, you speaking from a different standpoint than I am. You speaking from a standpoint of saying you had a choice, which means that when you say you had to compromise, you feel me? Mm-hmm. I'm from a situation to where I have to make shit come together, and then compromise after it come together because I gotta throw a leg and I gotta throw an arm before she even throw her pinky into it.
I didn't do that at first.
Right.
At first, I was very headstrong because, like I said, my parents still together. I've been in my own since I was 17. I made it on my own. Like people that I met outside where I came from is because how I was. So me having my kids and relationships, I always felt like I was the alpha. I'm the dominant. I'm the man. I'm the provider.
Right.
But that didn't get me nowhere.
So Mr. Nice Guy is not the way to go.
It wasn't. You know, like I said, it's compromise. And so my mindset now came from growth. It came from trial and error. It came from, I want it this way. I'm not about to compromise.
I can't lie, bro. 4 years ago, I just learned how to grab my balls, bro. Like grab my balls and make them motherfuckers drop.
I think that's the number one way that you communicate with somebody like that, because what you got to really understand is this. They're using the kids as leverage.
Right.
That's clear. So what you got to do is, the key is just to stand firm, bro, on what you say. Whatever you say or whatever you say you not going to do, stand firm on that and let her talk shit. I'm learning that right now.
Oh,
bro.
Yeah, I'm doing that now.
I'm
for sure doing that now.
On what you say, bro, and don't budge on that shit.
I'm for sure on some shit to where, like, whatever you saying, nah, it doesn't matter because I'm contributing to where I know I need to contribute to, right? But the biggest thing that's out there is we got Mr. Nice Guys. I was once Mr. Nice Guy. I was once the dude that if you told me that I wasn't doing what you wanted me to do and I know that you wasn't happy and then you start calling me all types of bitches, it affected me. I was that person at one.
And that's what I'm trying to say. It ain't no award for that, bro.
It ain't no award for it. It took me some time to get to that mindset because I done been called so many bitches out the book. I done been called so many bitch-ass niggas out the book. I done been told I'm not a good father and I'm doing my part.
See, that's too much.
And I think that, but I'm being realistic.
Like I said before, man, that's why I said, look, be careful what you say.
Right.
Because once you say it, it's out there.
Once you say it, it's out there.
Yeah.
Once you say it, it's out there.
And then,
I have a like I'm even saying a soft spot, but it's like if any of my kids' moms was to say that, I know that I'm working on being a better person. I know whatever they saying something from is coming from hurt or
Right.
something that I probably did in a relationship where they still pissed off at, so they trying to get at me. So I'm not different from nobody,
Right.
but I am a realist. So I do know like I've caused a lot of like I'm not a bad person, but I'm saying like being in the industry in the young phase and have
Right.
a relationship, like you're gonna have some distrust. You're
Right.
gonna do some shit that so for them it's like for y'all to put through it. It's like okay, I'll take it. I'm not about to go back and argue with you. I have done it before, but now if like one of them hit me up and they're trying to go in and shit like that, I disregard it. I just look at it like, okay, so I'm gonna get my son to win.
Yeah.
None of my kids' mom holds my kids from me, and vice versa. Like I would say, as far as personal wise, if we was to get into it, we leave it on that basis.
Right,
But when
right.
it comes to the kids, we don't hold on our kids from each other. We don't, it's never no issues with that. So I never have that problem with them. So me hearing y'all's situation right now, or just what y'all go through, is similar to what my friends go through, and I feel for that because it's like that's fucked up. You feel me? Like you should never use your child as a pawn. Your
Right,
child,
right.
everything I feel should always be separate. It's almost like this. People say you shouldn't go into business with your friends, right? Because it gets personal, correct? I separate that shit. And if my best friend and me going into business and some shit goes south and this nigga ain't doing it, all right, well, shit, the business didn't work, but nigga, we still niggas. So, let's leave it as that. I'm good at separating relationships and titles.
So brunch with besties says something very interesting because this is kind of my situation. She said my brother's a single black dad of 4, pays child support and gets them half the time. He still buys clothes and goes on field trips and everything. He's not worried about the tit for tat and being present and making sure he makes sure the kids are all taken care of. And do the moms take advantage of him sometimes? Yes. So
But see,
I know
that's my thing, bro.
Yeah.
I just want to say this. He have them half the time.
That child support shit out.
Why the fuck is he paying child support? And I feel like this only happened to men in this
Yeah.
country.
Right.
I've heard stories about men paying child support for kids that's already been proven that ain't theirs.
Right.
Why the fuck is that happening
Because
to
they
men
signed
in
the
this
birth
country?
because they signed the birth
Look here,
certificate.
fuck a birth certificate.
Right.
I thought I was the only one fucking when my kid was born.
Right.
But I later found out that I wasn't. Why am I still obligated to do that? That's what I'm saying. It only happens to us.
I don't know, bro. That's how that shit operate.
It is, and to answer her, I mean, I don't know if she had a question or she was just making a statement.
She just making a statement.
Kudos to your brother.
Right.
Yeah,
right.
he's a real one. Like, he's definitely the one that's going to be setting that example for his kids going forward. If they find out all the things that he did do for them and it was still contributing to his mom, they're going to put him on a higher standard just because of what he was providing and what he sacrificed.
Right.
So right now, it might feel like, he's going through the growing pains, but his kids are going to get older. They are going to reach 18, and that long longevity love is going to be totally worth it for everything he's putting in right now.
Hey, but that's where I'm going with this, because I'm trying to become a better person to the point where I don't really care about what's happening. I'm trying to be sure that I'm happy with what I'm contributing. But the hard part that nobody wants to admit is we have to still take a loss to be happy. And that shit is hard.
Facts.
Because how can you sit here and really say what you're saying and believe it and know that you're getting the short end of the stick?
Yeah.
You get me? Because, I mean, if I'm sitting here and I'm buying an iPad over here, buying an iPad over there, and I'm saying I got the money, that iPad that I'm buying over there, though, could have went to something else over here.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Right, but you definitely don't do no shit like that.
I don't do no shit like that, but I'm only saying that we all come with our L's. Because I'm saying she just said her brother spends half the time with the kids and still pays child support.
And this is my thing, too. He has to pay for his household.
Right.
He has to pay rent or mortgage
Oh,
or
the mother of your
or
kids
bills.
don't care about your rent. She don't care about your bills.
It's the same thing.
She don't care about your bills, though. The mother of your kids, no.
Yeah.
When you're not with them, they don't care about what you got going. They don't.
And then at the same time, you want to act like it costs like $1 million to take care of a kid. It don't.
I don't, but I can say, I guess, well, people don't find out till later who they laid with in the bed because people do change, when the growing gets tough. Anytime I am up, like, I do property management.
Right.
And so I don't pay rent. I live on site. So anytime.
Issa head ass.
You feel me? Hey, bro, I ain't about to give it up on the thing, but I've been doing this shit since I left CSUN. Yeah. So for like 9 years, that's how I was able to do my entertainment. I got a free rent. So anytime my kids' mom needed something, I was that financial provider.
Right.
So I don't pay child support, but they do know, like, my oldest son go to private school.
Right.
So money's dish. Bam, right there.
Right.
Like, I don't trip about it because that's never been anything to me.
Right.
Like, so just, I do see if it came to something where I felt like it was my bad, it was abuse. Then that's when I would say something and step up. But as far as like what's being asked of me, I feel like that's regular, and it's like, and that's the reason why I think that we never got to a point where it's like
I feel like that school thing is a price that I'm willing to take that L.
But also
this for my kid to go to that school.
My oldest, I already told his mom. I said he needs to be, because at her house is her sister and her godmom, right? You know, and I'm like, my son doesn't need to be around all women. Right. So my son stays with me. Like, I'm about to pick him up after this. You know, he stays with me either Monday through Friday or whatever out the week she want to like be like, hey, I want my son there. I just drop him off before work. Yeah. But my son is with me. Like, him and his brother have their own bedroom. Right. So he's with me majority of the time. And I'll still like, when I get extra money, I'll shoot her money just off a GP. Like that's my son's mom. So if we're all good, then my son is good. That's how I look at it. And I try to have as limited interaction with them so it won't go anywhere south besides everything's cool, my son's solid, oh y'all got stuff like that, cool.
You got a good relation. I mean, I know a lot of niggas like you that got good relationships with their baby mamas. That's just not every nigga though.
Yeah, bro, it's not. So that's why I'm on this interview thing. Yeah. You know, it is a real situation, but I'm not about to make it seem like it's a fairy tale, because I went through my battles, you know, like every day. Like, it's not picture perfect, you know, like we go through ups and downs.
There's some shit that everybody gotta learn too. It's like, you know, I got my kid my daughter just turned 2. I'm new to this shit still.
We are new to this shit.
You know what I'm saying? Trying to figure it out and go, you know, trying to figure out what's going to deliver you the best piece.
Right.
That's what I think we need to find. Yeah. I think I'm in the process of finding that though, bro. Like, what's going to deliver me the best piece? And it's like, hey, you know, if I buy groceries for my daughter, but you feel like I still should contribute $100 over there to where you at, then hey, here go the C-note.
Yeah.
For the groceries.
Nah, that's true.
You know what I'm saying? Just
gotta find a way to make yourself happy during the process of making everything right.
Right.
So with me, it's like, you can ask for whatever you want to ask for, right? If I got it, I'm gonna give it. I don't care what you use it for, because what you're telling me you use it for, that's what's in my Cash App description. And then if you use it for and you're using it for something else, and it comes out, it'd be like, well, you never gave me this. I was like, well, let me look at your name real quick. 100 for this, 100 for that. Right. So like, if you didn't get it, I mean,
nah, that's what I'm on too.
Like, hey,
but at the same time, you feel me? Everybody go through different situations with different type of people.
Yeah, 100%.
But before we go into this or that, and don't F my cut up, I do have one last question. We can make it short and simple.
All right.
Do you think that black fathers have more pressure on them than ever in this time and period because of the promotion of the black dad being there?
I would say, me personally, no. I would say no, because we shouldn't feel pressure to be parents. The mom, like any individual, black, blue, brown, we all should be parents. If you create a child, you shouldn't have the society say this how you should be because eyes is on you. Right. Like, you shouldn't. Like, I know moms that have super pressure. My sister had a baby when she was 14 years old, you know? Right. And I'm pretty sure everybody was saying all types of stuff. Like, I just took my nephew, her son, to college. He got a football scholarship. Right. Out of all the people that was saying that she's stupid, she ain't gonna make it, she's about to be a registered nurse. Her son's going to college on a football scholarship. Like, she overcame. You get me? Right. And so, like, I can't compare her pressure that she went through all throughout high school having a baby from 9th grade to the pressure I feel. Like, that's insulting. That's insulting to her because, you know, like, you get what I'm trying to say? So it's like the pressure I feel is what? You need to be there. You need to be, you know, make sure you're with your kids and you're providing. That's not pressure. That's easy.
Yeah, that's
like I had 9 months to prepare for this.
We need to make this shit common and natural rather than being pressured into it.
Period.
What about you, Ace? How you feel about the promotion that we have now? Like, I think in the idea of today's day, they say that the black father needs to be there, and I feel like some black men do feel pressured to be fathers.
Right. I definitely don't feel like that, and I think it's easy and it comes quite natural when everything is peace. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like, when I can father my daughter in peace and not have all this outside noise and all of that other shit, I feel like it's easy. I enjoy my daughter is a lot. She a lot. I enjoy my time with my daughter. I wouldn't trade her for nothing in the world. Like, if it's too many days that done passed by and I ain't got her or I ain't seen her, I'm tripping.
Tripping, bro.
You know what I'm saying?
Pressure. When people say that,
I got an attitude and some emotion.
Like, yeah. Where my child at?
Right.
like, no, I can't hang out tonight.
Nah, because I already offered that. Like I told you before, it's like, yeah, I wasn't ready to have a kid, but guess what? Push come to shove, it's like when you get all that complaining and shit. It's like, what? Let her come stay with me full time.
Period.
All right. So
and I mean that shit with no problem.
So in general, we not feeling no pressures. We just don't want no other black man out there to feel pressure to be a father. This is something that you naturally need to be doing as well, and it's just something you shouldn't feel no pressures on because, shit, life happens, right? You know, it goes on.
I think that's the shit that my father probably felt.
Right.
That's why he ain't had his ass there.
Right.
Find your
he probably felt pressure.
Find your happiness. Like, I thought me being in entertainment was gonna make me happy.
Right.
It took me to lose something to really show what I actually would be happy with.
Right.
So right now it's like, shit, do have all this shit that doesn't really matter. These people that don't care for me, they just using me for what I'm having to offer, or have people that unconditionally loves me.
Right.
And so that's my happiness.
I got
being
you.
around that. So find your happiness.
All right, so we're finna go into a different segment for tonight. It's gonna be this or that, this or that. So I'm gonna name these. Y'all ready?
Let's go.
You gotta just choose one.
All right.
Cash money or no limit?
Cash money.
Cash money.
Cash money, for sure.
Yes, Hersky.
All right, theme park or water park?
Water park.
I'm gonna go with theme park.
All right, I'm gonna go with theme park. I don't like water park because I can't swim. All right, cash or debit? What would you rather have on you in your house, cash or debit? Would you have a whole bunch of cards or would you have cash?
Cash money.
Debit.
All right.
Because my house could go in flames, right? My debit cards could burn, but I still have my bread.
Yeah, that's true.
That's realistic. All right, so I know this is a stupid question, but I do want to ask it because I do prefer one. Kroger's or Costco water?
Costco.
I drink all water.
Yeah, Kroger's ain't bad though.
I fuck with Kroger's.
Yeah, they ain't
Costco
bad.
water is just a little bit too heavy for me. Who would you rather have living with you, best friend or family?
Ooh,
best
shit.
friend or family? Who would you rather have living with you, best friend or family?
I'm gonna go with best friend.
Best friend?
Best friend.
Yeah.
Y'all some cold motherfuckers. I'm gonna go with family. All right.
I
Okay,
both.
if you can choose one place to live, because we live in the greatest place ever, California, would it be New York or Florida? Where would you move, New York or Florida?
Damn.
I'm moving to Palm Beach.
So you going to Florida?
Yeah.
New York or Florida?
Fuck. No, it have to be New York.
Yeah, I'm going to New York too.
Yeah, I'm cool on hurricanes.
All right. Would you rather be in snow or rain? Snow or rain?
Rain.
I hate both of them.
I hate both of them too.
I'd probably rather be that snow is just absolutely too cold.
Too cold, bro.
Yeah,
Like,
I'm gonna fuck with the rain too.
It's like fuck.
All right, you gonna fuck with the train or plane if you were to go to any island in the world? Would you rather
Plane.
go on a plane or a train
plane.
to an island?
How you gonna get to an island on a train?
It's just something to ask. Would you rather go on a train or a plane?
Underground
On the
train.
Plane? I'm going on a train, bro. I really don't like planes like that.
Gonna be an underground railroad under the water. And shit.
If you had
gonna go under the ocean.
if you had actual cash preference, would you rather have 20s or 50s on you? 20s or 50s?
20s.
I'd rather have 50s. Only because I spend 20s too easily. Like 20s are like dollars.
I got you.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like that 50, you kind of think twice about breaking it. You know what I'm saying? The higher the bill.
That's how you know I'm a bad money manager. I'm
See,
like, you know, all 20s.
See, I about to say the same thing. I'd rather go 20s because I don't ever have change.
Them motherfuckers
Yeah.
spend too easy.
Bro,
All
yeah.
right. Subway or Quiznos?
Subway.
I'm going with Quiznos,
For
bro.
real?
I'm going to
Yeah,
go with
that shit's
Subway.
terrible.
Oh,
Both of them is
man.
terrible. I'm a Jersey
Yeah.
Mike's type of nigga.
I got you.
Try that. I gotta try that. I haven't had it before.
All right, so I got another one for y'all. If it comes down to a shopping spree and you had to get a gift card, would you rather it be Levi or Gap? Levi or Gap?
Gap.
I'm going to go Levi.
All right, I'm gonna go Levi.
Hey, Gap got some. Y'all hate y'all, man. Y'all missing out on Gap. What's
I just don't- I just don't-
For the
I-
kids, I'm going to fuck with Gap. Gap. I like Gap shit for the kids, though. You know what I'm
Man,
saying?
Levi gift card, you gonna get like 3 things.
You
'Cause those
right.
jeans is like
You right.
$75,
You right. As a
Like, hey, I'm
That's
All right.
funny.
All right, Ross or Marshalls?
Ross. Hey, this shirt's from Ross. These
Right.
shoes from Ross. Like, oh God, like.
I'm a
I'm gonna go with
I'ma
Marshalls.
go with Marshalls, bro.
I'm gonna go with Marshalls too.
Hey, I guess y'all see me. I'm cheap.
All right. Nah, you good. Because Marshalls is the same as Ross, bro. There's no
Yeah,
real
yeah,
difference. It's
yeah.
just I want to see which one you rather go to. So when it comes to sweater games, I know sweater games, and it just comes to they accessories. Would you rather go with Old Navy or Van? Old Navy or Vans?
Damn, that's crazy.
We taking shoes off the table for Vans though.
Honestly, I would have to go with Vans because they do invest into their clothing.
I'm gonna fuck with Vans too.
Like you had their beanies before, those Van beanies hit. Like you
Yeah.
You feel me? So they
I ain't never been a Vans nigga though. That's the thing. So I might have to go with Old Navy on this one. All right, if you had the opportunity to get a full tour of this iconic theme park, would it be Universal or Disneyland? Which one would you choose?
Universal.
Take away the kids, Universal or Disneyland. This is your personal decision.
Yep, Universal.
Yeah, I'm gonna fuck with the studio. My guy.
Yeah, I'm gonna fuck with Universal too. If you can kick it with one nigga at the Grammys, listen to me. If you kick it with one nigga at the Grammys, who would you choose?
Genesis. No, I'm just fucking with
Ray J or Mario?
I'm going with Ray J.
Ray J.
I'm going with Ray J too. He got the sugar booger.
Yeah, he gonna be talking shit. He gonna be funny. Like
all right,
Mario, I don't know. Like
all right, last one.
Ray J is that nigga.
He
for
is.
real.
He is. Last one. Hot day, and you able to get one out of each. Cold Stones or Yogurtland?
I'm gonna go to Yogurtland, bro. I fuck with Yogurtland, bro. I really like that shit. Like
Cold Stones or Yogurtland?
I'm lactose intolerant, so like I can't even eat either or unless they have like non-dairy ice cream. And
nah,
shit.
the Yogurtland got that shit.
Yeah, Yogurtland do got that.
They
shit.
do. They got that like the. Like it's not even ice cream. It was like some fruit
sherbet,
type
like
shit,
sherbet.
type shit. Yeah. So I
that.
guess I'll go with that. Cold Stones, like before, when I did know I was lactose, I still took the risk.
Yeah.
Like Cold Stones, bro, you can get the caramel, the
they
Oreos.
Got all that shit.
That shit fire.
That shit fire, but sometimes that should be a little too creamy. It's too rich sometimes. It's just like I didn't caught myself where I'm eating some Cold Stone and I had to stop like mid Cold Stone.
You coming
and just
from
like, bro, this shit too
coming,
much.
You coming from a health tip? I'm just saying.
Nah,
like,
it just was too much for my taste buds. Like
you.
it was creamy and shit.
Hey, Cold Stone's fire, but Yogurtland.
I'm gonna go with Cold Stones. All right, so our last segment, Don't F My Cut Up. You ready for us, Ace?
Yup.
All right, Don't F My Cut Up. Let's go. What song?
Wait, how old are you, bro?
29.
29.
Yeah. Same bracket.
Y'all ready?
As me. I'm ready. There's some R&B, I bet.
Nope. Here it is. A groove that's slightly transformed. Just a bit of a break from the norm.
Damn.
I'm a fail.
Say that.
I don't know that.
Spit that one more time.
Here it is. A groove that's slightly transformed. Just a bit of a break from the norm.
Nas.
No, it's back. It's back. I'm going to go with Big Daddy Kane.
It's funny. You give up?
Is it in that era?
Kinda.
It's from New York.
It's funny that you just said that, bro.
DMX? I mean, not DMX. Run DMC? Run DMC?
No.
I don't know that.
LL Cool J?
No.
Yeah, it sounds like some New York shit.
Y'all give up? It is some New York shit.
It is.
Common?
No.
Damn,
you're probably not gonna get it, bro. You want me to say it again?
Yeah. Slick Rick.
No. Here it is, a groove that's slightly transformed. Just a bit of a break from the norm.
Oh, Curtis Blow, nigga.
No.
I don't know that.
Damn, I know the song because I heard that.
You've heard it a million times.
Sure.
It's like a staple, bro. It's like
it's not Will Smith. No,
it is Will Smith.
It is
Summertime. Will Smith.
Summertime. Yeah,
but it was funny that you said that because Big Daddy Kane actually wrote that for Will.
But guess what? I don't listen to Will Smith, so I wouldn't even know that.
Everybody knows Summertime.
I've never heard Summertime.
When he first said
Everybody
it,
knows Summertime.
I heard the hook, but I never listened to the lyrics.
Yeah, that's the first verse.
Yeah, that's the first shit he say on there.
Yeah.
Don't know it.
Yeah. That's why I was like, can you say it again? Because now he rapped it a bit. I said, oh, that's Will. That's why when I say New York, it's like, it's Philly. So
go ahead. I got to get one.
Nah, you probably not. Watching a black woman take my freedom almost made me hate my people.
Damn. Watching a black woman
take my freedom almost made me hate my people.
That's Meek. That's Meek.
Okay, damn.
I knew I knew that.
I should have got that.
That's my nigga Meek Millie.
You got Meek.
Off that judge.
Fuck that bitch.
That judge. Damn.
Last one.
Just her, though. Just her.
Grand opening, grand closing. Goddamn your man cracked the can open again.
Yeah. No.
Who you gonna find doper than him with no pen?
Oh, that's Ye.
Just no.
J. Cole.
No.
You gotta start naming rappers.
It's not Jay though. It's not Jay.
It is Jay-Z.
Jay.
Jay-Z.
I should have said Jay.
I got 2 out of 3, nigga. Let's go.
Bro, I got 1. I'm happy
Right.
about that.
You was cooking today.
Hey, I knew me.
You should have been 3 for 3, bro.
Nah, that summertime
You
real
should've been
shit.
3
No,
for
real
3.
shit, bro. I don't even know some of the Snoop shit, bro.
But I'm saying you should have been like,
Hey,
that's.
I didn't
I don't
know-
listen to Will Smith either, but Summertime,
Summertime was easy. Hey, I didn't know Jay-Z wrote Still Dre.
facts.
I didn't know he wrote the whole song.
Yeah.
That's deep.
Deep,
For
bro.
Snoop too, yeah.
For him
Yeah.
to be from the East Coast.
Yeah.
And yeah,
That shit wasn't told until the live, huh?
well,
Snoop said that
I
shit
knew
at
it.
the live.
I think they said on the credits.
The Breakfast Club, too. They
Yeah.
said on the Breakfast Club.
Yeah.
I'm a huge Jay-Z fan,
Well-
so I knew the shit when he wrote the shit. Like,
Well, you know what,
Yo,
man?
bro.
Let's go into takeaways. So if you could have anybody take away something from this conversation, what would you have them take away?
Taking control of your life. As far as being a father, being a parent, understand it takes sacrifice. But, you are leading this child. The child is looking at you as a superhero. So if you're going through things, you're going through depression, you're going through any type of, financial hurt, you never want to make your child feel responsible for it. Those are the things that you need to hide from them, because the only thing they need right now is nurturing. You can show them the real, but there's a way you go about it. If you feel at odds with your significant other, if you know that you made a mistake, instead of being an enemy, try to just mend something. Regardless if it's a relationship you're trying to build and you want to get back together, or just something cordial, because there's no need to be at odds, especially with your child's mother. It's easier said than done, but it's just about your initiatives that you take to move forward to better yourself and self-improvement. Never stop focusing on self-improvement.
right. Like that.
What about you, Ace? What would you have people take away from this conversation?
Mine would just be find your peace. Sit down with your mate, sit down with the mother, your kids, try to, you know what I'm saying? Sit down with people and your family members and just figure out what works for you. You know what I'm saying? So everybody deserves to have peace. Find what make you happy and do that. You know what I'm saying? That's it.
Yes, sir.
I would just tell everybody to make sure that communication is clear. Make sure you know who you are and continue to be yourself. But at the same time, make sure that you are at peace like we spoke about.
Definitely.
Peace is very important that we want people to understand. So thank y'all for tuning into the Black Barbershop, and make sure y'all have a great Taco Tuesday.
Hey.